I will talk more about our data journey, like and how we are enabling that using our Nutanix Unified Storage. So before I get deeper into it, I wanted to talk about what a typical AI workflow looks like. If you look at it, all starts with collecting the right data, and data today is very fragmented. It is in many locations. It could be at the edge or cloud. It could be in different applications, databases, files, objects. So it becomes important to be able to ingest data from all these different sources and make it available in one location. Now, once you have the data, making that data clean, that can be fed to the LLMs becomes important, which means that we need to have the capability to do the transformation of this data, dedupe of this data, all the cleansing work that needs to be done. And once you have done that, then this data can be fed into model tuning. Like if you are looking to do the fine tuning of your models, you need to use that data to fine tune it. Again, this can be done in the core data center in the cloud. And with that fine-tuned model, you use it for inferencing purposes. Like now you may have a RAG-based model that you're using for inferencing. Using this fine-tuned model with prompt engineering and with a RAG pipeline, you can make this data usable for reasoning by the LLMs. And for model explainability and other use cases, you may want to checkpoint this data and keep it so that in future, if you want to know how we got to the model weights and everything, that data is accessible and you can look at it. So this is a typical data pipeline, and it's challenging to get all of these together on one platform. So if you look at what a platform could look like if we had to bring all of this thing together, right? The platform should be able to ingest data from all these different data sources. It should allow some distributed processing engine to be able to transform this data, right? Then provide ability to train or fine-tune models, and then make it available for inferencing and archive. And all these stages requires different storage characteristics. Like for training, fine-tuning, a very high-performance storage with low latency becomes important. Ability to do checkpointing becomes important. For inferencing, supporting vector databases and typical any database management becomes important. For archiving, having like a cheap and deep storage to archive the data. And then also providing,
Ray Lucchese, Silverton Consulting. Do you guys actually support a Nutanix vector database, or you are providing the backend storage for other databases?
Yeah, so for us, we are supporting Milvus or PGVector. Like, so we are providing the management of this database on top of Nutanix. So we have the offering.
Right, management.
Yeah, so, and I will get into a little more detail in the next slide, which is our Nutanix database solution that we have, NDB. That's the one which primarily provides the database management pieces. So if you're using PGVector, for example, like we have the support for the database management piece. But the code engine is not something that we built. Like that's something which customers will bring one of the vector databases that they have.
So from a value of the management, help me understand, because most developers consume these things directly. What is this management layer adding on top of the capabilities of the?
So think of the upgrades, all the database typical operational piece, like you're doing the upgrades, the copy data management piece of it. That's the offering that we have for all databases. Like so, today primarily SQL Server, Postgres. These are the MongoDB. These are the common deployments that we support there. Now PGVector is the new one that we added to support this.
Before I ask another question, are we going to get to like a demo mode where we're going to see this, or the question I would have then is kind of target audience for this? So are we looking at platform teams building golden pipelines, or are we looking at AI developers consuming this directly?
This is the platform team building the pipeline and making it available. That's the focus for us.
Thank you.
Right. But that's where, like now, if we have to support all of this on a platform, a turnkey AI, enterprise AI platform, the platform needs to provide the data mobility, data curation. You need the scale and performance to support all these different storage requirements. security and governance becomes important, and the full data lifecycle management. Like, this is what we envision that a platform needs to support. And this is a stack that we look at to support all these. So you have a hybrid cloud infrastructure, which provides.
Before you go back,
Yes.
is data versioning part of the solution here? I mean, obviously there's some capabilities in object storage for that sort of thing, but file does not have it, and obviously block doesn't have it.
Yeah, so we are relying on the snapshotting for that, for the snapshot for, on the files and block side, and then the versioning on the object side for it.
All right.
Yeah. So this is a turnkey enterprise AI platform that we are looking at. You have a compute infrastructure which runs either on-prem, edge, or cloud, provides a Kubernetes platform to run your distributed compute processing engine for data cleaning and for running your applications. You have an agentic AI engine, which helps build the multi-agent workloads. They need storage, which is a unified storage offering, and then vector database and database management, so having the ability to do that as well. And then all of this tied together through a very comprehensive management operations and governance layer. Like, this is the stack that we envision, and that is what we provide today to our customers. So our Nutanix Cloud Infrastructure provides a very comprehensive virtualization layer with our AHV hypervisor. It has flow networking, which provides microsegmentation and virtual networking. We support bare metal and hyperscalers where the NCI can run. This unified storage is the Nutanix Unified Storage with data lens, and which is the main focus for today's talk, and we'll deep dive into that one. We have an AI offering, which is the agentic AI framework offering. That was the focus for the last presentation we did in the Tech Field Day. We have a Nutanix Kubernetes Engine, something that we offer, which came through one of the acquisitions that we had done in the past, the D2iQ acquisition, that brought that offering to us. And then the NDB, which is the Nutanix Database Service. That's the one that we are talking about. That's part of it. And then we have one management console, which does the global management of all of Nutanix, which is Nutanix Central. And then all the operations governance pieces through the Nutanix Cloud Manager. So that's the full stack that we provide. Now, double-clicking on the storage piece, and what's our vision there, right? It's to provide a simple, flexible, and secure data platform to build intelligent applications in a hybrid multi-cloud environment. That's our focus, that how do we really have a very simple platform which can help build intelligent applications which are AI-powered. And this platform is a software-defined platform, supports multiple protocols, so SMB, NFS, S3, iSCSI, and we also provide the ability to run compute on the same platform. So you have app and data on the same platform together. It also provides a very comprehensive data security offering, and we'll talk more with Data Lens. It enables cyber resilience, deep analytics, and compliance. And then this whole thing can be run anywhere, either on our own NX hardware or our partners' hardware, or you're running in the hyperscalers with AWS Azure platform as well. So that's the main data offering that we have. And they're managed through Nutanix Central, as I talked about the Uber management console. And then we have Data Lens, which is the security piece that we support there.
So Vishal, global namespace has a lot of different dimensions. I mean, where does Nutanix global namespace play in this game?
Yeah, so if you have storage at multiple locations, you can bring all the storage namespaces together into one global namespace. So for example, you have buckets all over the place. You could have a global namespace to have a view of all the buckets that you have in different geolocations as well. Right? Similarly, if you're doing for files, you have files running across clusters. You can create a global namespace where it stitches together all the namespaces together into one global namespace.
So you supply some sort of orchestration of data mobility, movement, and that sort of thing
That's
as well?
Right. I will get into those details as well.
That's good.
Yeah. And this platform is a very mature platform with very rich data services. If you look at a full data lifecycle management, so if you're looking to tier data to the cloud, it provides the capability, not just based on age, but it also gives you rich metadata-based tiering. Like if you want to tier certain kind of files or certain kinds of non-PII kind of data, that's the one that we are working on sensitive data, saying, hey, I want to tier only files which don't have these kinds of sensitive data. So that is the value add that we like to bring there. Data ingestion, data mobility, and data governance, all these pieces, and we have some more information later in the deck. We'll talk about those. Very comprehensive data protection, like some of those we leverage from our underlying NCI infrastructure as well. So supporting metro availability, like one of the few vendors which does that with zero data loss. Like we support that, near sync, async, DR, snapshots, immutable snapshots, all of those are supported. And then data security, cyber resilience, permissions management, very commonly asked that can I know if I have over provisioned the permissions on my shares and on my exports, that's there. Data encryption in flight, at rest, right, in use, that's supported, and quite a few industry certifications around security. So that's all part of the platform that we have. And we support a wide range of use cases.
So speaking of replication and synchronizations, things of that nature, you mentioned synchronous, asynchronous, near synchronous.
Yes.
Do you support cascading solutions as well?
We do support cascading solutions too. Right? One of the very unique deployments that we have is that you could do metro across 2 sites, and then you can do async DR on the 3rd site. This is a requirement that we see a lot more, a DORA requirement in EMEA and Middle East, that we are seeing quite a few of those. And we are one of the few vendors which can support that.
Good.
Yeah. And this platform supports a wide range of use cases. Like at the edge, you can have a single node deployment, which supports even your AI inferencing use cases or enterprise app running at the edge. You have high performance use case, and we'll get into the architecture of how we support that, running a data lake on our object storage or supporting other HPC use cases, to general purpose storage, like lots of user profiles, home directories, department shares, to machine data, to application data we have, and then archive storage also, so a deep and cheap storage to support the different use cases. So as you can see, it's a very comprehensive platform that we have been building for last, I would say, 11 years now, and it has been in the market since 2017 January, and quite a few customers who are on this platform.